Hi guys, my name is Shubham Kumar and you are watching Hoodie Coder. So today we are going to parse header. In the last part we have already completed the completed the process of parsing the request line. In this one we are going to parse the header. I think it will not take a lot of time. Lectures number of lectures are like 5. I think it will be much easier than the request line. Because in a request line we have to set up a whole thing. For example, loop to read from the chunk as well, and I think the read from the chunk as well, and also need to pass the request line as well. So I think this will going to be much easier than the request line. Let's start. We have got the request line. Now it's time to pass the request header. Let me stop this. Okay, so we got the request line. Now it's time to pass the request header. Now, when we say header, it's important to note that the RFC doesn't call that the RFC use the term field line, but it's basically the same thing from the field index. Each field line consists of the case insensitive field name followed by a colon. Okay, field optional leading space. Okay, the field line value and the option trailing white space. Okay, so field line is going to be equal to field line comma OWS. What is the full form of OWS? I don't remember. Let me check. Is there anywhere written in it? One important point to note: there can be an unlimited amount of white space before and after the field value. So basically, we have to trim the prefix as well as suffix. Okay, with this white space. However, when passing a field name, there must be a no space between the colon and the field name. Okay, so there can't be any space between the field name and the colon. There must be no space between the colon and the field name. In other words, these are valid, of course, because there is no space between field name and the colon. But this is not a valid because there is a space here. Okay, so assignment: create a new package in your internet directory called headers, and made it separate package because we will use header package both for passing the request and the sending the response. This is cyclist choice rather than a design with a capital D choice. Okay, so create header file and file in a headers package and add the following new types. Okay, so I'm going to create. Let's first of all complete this first assignment. Create a new package in your internal directory called headers. Okay, let's go into internal directory, create header, DERS, headers, I think headers it is. Headers, yes. Headers. Let's go into this and we need to create another thing, I think. We need to create headers.go file in the header package and add following type new type. Okay, headers.go. Let me create headers headers.go, and I'm going to go with the package here, and I think I need to copy the type as well. I'm going to push it here. Okay, so the headers is going to be the map which is going to contain key as a string as well as the value as a string. Okay, so fine. Done with this one. Create a new method for passing the request data into the header map. So I have a header type and I'm going to add a new function into this. new method, I think. Okay, so there is a difference between method and the function. Function is not attached with any object, but method is actually attached with the object. So, okay, so let's copy this method, and paste here. And okay, so there is a one issue. Let me for now just return this thing, and I'm going to delete this one, and delete this one as well. So, oh, so I'm sorry, I've done something wrong. And okay, let's go back. Headers create a new headers underscore test dot co file. Okay, so go back and have to create another file. Headers test go file, and I think I need to copy this code. Okay, so I need to write the test function for it. So I don't know how to write it. Okay, let's go into our request test file. Okay, and I think I will copy this one, first one, and I'm going to go back, header.test, and I'm going to push function, and let's go here, sorry, copy this one and paste here. So we got everything. Let's add package here, and I need to import everything. GRE import organize. Done with this, and we need new function, which is header. Let me first of all, what should I do? Okay, let's go back. First of all, I need to make sure that my header file is going to be the main file for editing and everything. So I'm going to add that file into my Harpoon. Okay, so it will be easy to navigate from one file to another file. So I'm going to make my header file as a main file. So I need to add this one into my Harpoon. Need to delete this one, and this one. Okay, so, and let's go into the test file, gad header test file, and make this file as another file. Okay, so my Harpoon is fixed. Now we can just go back, and we can just tab around. Actually, it will be much easier. Let's go here, or in a main file. We are done with the test. So I think I'm going to go into here. Let's do this. Update your parse method to pass the single test. It should mutate the header by adding a newly parsed key value pair written and the number of bytes consumed. Done whether or not it has been finished passing header and the error if encountered an error. Okay, so mutate the header by adding a new parse key value, of course. So we already have a header objects, so I think all the changes to should be done in a, come on. Okay, so we will be able to run this. Return the update your parse method to pass the single test. Okay, it should mutate the header by adding newly passed key value return n, the number of byte consumed. Done whether or not it has been finished. Okay, passing the header and the error. So we are going to contain a multiple key value pair. So we need to return two things here. Return and the number of byte consumed. Done. Whether it is done or not, an error if you can count to the error. Okay, so which is going to be done by, I think, parse method. Okay, so int is the number of read, boolean is if we are done, and error is if any error occurs. Okay, so Look for CRLF. We already know. If it doesn't find one, assume you haven't been given enough data yet. Consume no data, return false or done for done, and nil for error. Nil for error. Okay, so if we don't find the registers nurse, for example, registers nurse, then we are going to return false on done part and nil on the error part, I think. Okay, so if you do find CRF, but start with the data, but at the start of data you have found the end of the header, end of the header. Okay, so return the proper value immediately. What do you mean? But if the okay, so remove any extra space, white space, and from the key value pair, but ensure that no space between the colon and the key. Assume, okay. Assume the format was valid. If it isn't, return the error. Add the key value pair to the header map and return the number of byte consumed. Note that the parse function should only return done true when the data start with CRLF. Okay. So which is cannot happen when it's find a new key value pair. Okay. Let's understand how our header look like. Let's go back a little bit. I think this. Let's move to the next one. I think I should check the RLFC format. Each field line consists of keys insensitive. A field name followed by the colon option reading white space, field value trailing option trailing spaces. Okay. Rule for the parsing with the field value are defined in the section of the HTTP. The section cover the generating. Okay. Must absolute line folding. Independent and no white is plus. I think if I remember last time how I did data. I don't know if when will I am going to stop. Let me check the test case. Okay, so if we have a, for example, if I read this part and move to the next one and I find the registers at the start of it, then I should stop it actually. Okay. So when should I stop? If you do find a CRL but it at the start of data, you have found the end of the header. Okay, so if you found the CRLF at the start of data, then the you have found the end of the return header, so they return the proper value immediately. Okay, so let's check. I think I understood what he wants. Okay, remove any extra space without pay. Assume that the format is valid key value pair, and may return the byte. And note that parse function should only return done true when the data start with CRLF, which cannot happen when it's find a new key value. Okay, we should remember this part actually. I think this is critical one because it is giving us the condition when to stop it. Let me comment this out. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one. First of all, I have a byte data type, so I need to find the, let me create the CRLF. First of all, I'm going to do constant CRLF registers, and I'm going to use indexing basically. So let me find the index of the first pair, field line pair. Okay, if I eld field line pair index and the index equal to bytes dot index into data data, and I think I'm going to convert this one into the like array of bar data if possible. byte, I think. Oh, illegal run literals. Let me check. What is this? What mistake I'm doing? And I'm going to do here. Come on. The byte value of byte is not a constant. Okay, so I can't put the value directly into the constant. Byte value of type byte is not constant. Okay, there is an issue. I think I can't make I think I'm going to check here, and let's import everything, import the organization, and we got the file field. Okay, first of all we got this. If we don't find anything, should I check? No. If I check index equal -1, if we find anything, return. If we don't find anything, I think if you don't find anything, not find anything, then we should return end, then whether or not if look for CRLF, if it doesn't find, the done should be false and nil should be the error. Okay, return the size. We haven't read anything and we are returning false, as well as we are returning the status of error as a nil, and whether it is done or not, we are returning false here. Okay, and I think I should if field line equal index equal to 0, then I should return some kind of a return 0, I think. Okay, so the one thing I'm confused here, it is what should be the size of size I have passed. What should I return when I got the 0, when I find that I'm at the end of it, end of the header? What should be the length of the parse header? What should I return? I don't actually know what should I return and how it is going to. Okay, I have no idea. Right now I'm just going to return true and nil. Okay, I need to work here actually. Need to put put extra logic in this. I think I'm going to write to make sure I remember it. Okay, now I need to create a key header pair. Okay, so I have a header type header, and but I don't have an object to add the value into the header. Oh, sorry, it's a method now, so I can just directly put into the value. And so I need to break it. First of all, split around column, I think. Column, isn't it? So I'm going to split it. Header header part, I think. Parts. I'm going to right clicks And the logic look promising. Hyderabad index, I think. Yes, you're right, but I'm going to type it. Speed and just I think it is good that the AI is able to do it. But I'm going to write array of it. Byte, I think. Come on. I think this is okay. I got this, and make sure it has a length. Okay, so if header part we got something, header part GAD headers, but I'm not able to access the value. Why? I think my compiler has some kind of a issue. If not equal to, then I should return some error. Let me fmt.error invalid header line. I think this looks fine. And let's import fmt. Okay, done with this. Now there is one thing I need to make sure that this I have to make sure that this protocol also get followed. Okay, so there should not be any space between column and the field name. So there should not be any space between between field name and the I think let me one thing I should do, I should actually make sure that I remove the trailing spaces from before and after. I think this is important actually. So I'm going to go into the proper header. I'm going to write proper field line. The field line equal to, I'm going to write so bytes bytes dot trailing space. I think trim space. Yes, data field, and I think this looks correct. Data and this. Let me check what is the trim space. Return the sub slice of all sub slicing of leading and the trailing white space as defined by the Unicode. Okay, this looks correct. And I think I need to remove this one. I hate this part. I need to remove a capital with T and proper field line. Correct. Okay. Now we got something. So this is okay. Now I need to check for the protocol of key and column. There should be no space between column between the column and here the field name. I think yes. So this should be the important actually. If what is suffix space? I think prefix. Let me first of all need to write key equal to I think I'm going to header part 0 and value equal to header part 1 and I'm going to write. So I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to paste this thing here, and I'm going to write. How should I do this? So key should not have any suffix space, I think. Suffix space. So byt is bytes dot space, I think. T split after, no, I don't think. Double nahi. Just check for space after that, I think. Index. Yes, we can do this, but I think there is some CRLF has suffix. I think this is a function. Yes, this logic is correct, and I'm going to returns. If happen, I'm going to just return the similar thing, and let's invalid header line, invalid header name, header key, field name, field field name. I think. What is the data? Uh, No, I'm going to remove this one here. I'm going to write field name, okay. Going to enter a key here, and let's add a part. Let me remove this, and I'm going to write proper path, proper field name. Yes, yes, okay. Done with this part. I've completed two logic. Okay, so we are done with this protocol as well, and mutate CRF. Look for CRF if it is one. Okay, remove any extra space from the key and value, but ensure there is no space between the column and key. I think I should also do, I need to trim this space as well. So I think I should first of all check, move this thing up a little bit. Okay, I'm done with this, and if that is the case, I'm going to trim this space as well, and I start trimming space as well. Okay, now the logic looks correct. Now I just need to add into this key value pair, I think. I'm done with this one, done with this one, done with this one, done with this one. Remove any extras for done with. Assuming the format is valid, it isn't written any error. Add the key value pair to the header. I have written the number of bytes consumed. Okay, so I haven't write how many bytes we have consumed. Should only return the true when the start index with CRF, which can't happen when it find a new key value pair. It is important to understand that the function will be called over and over until all headers are passed. So it's only pass one key and value pair at a time. Okay. It is important to understand that the function will be called over and over until all the headers are passed. And it can only pass one key value pair at a time. So okay, so we need to write this function for a one-time header passing. I got it. One-time header passing. So if one-time function, so anything I should not be adding all, I should not be adding the parsing length of all the header. ठीक है, अगर मेरे पास 5 हेडर है तो फिर मुझे सारे हेडर का लेंथ को ऐड नहीं करना है, सिर्फ वन वन हेडर को लेंथ रिटर्न करना होगा, है ना. तो आई थिंक दैट विल बी इजी. सो आई एम गोइंग टू राइट, आई थिंक read length. I'm going to put this one here, and do I need to put this? I don't think so. I don't think so. I need to do this. No. Read length. Mm, okay, so I think I should do this. E read read length. I'm going to space this here, and all the case should be checked out. And I'm going to add read length equal to CRLF length. Okay, and I'm going to return everything now. First of all, need to write a string yes key, and I'm going to string string and value. Okay, and return the read length and false and nil. Correct. I think my error is fine as well, and I think I'm done here. Let me see if anything else left or not. Okay, so I'm done here. It is important to understand the function is call over and over. I'm done here as well. No, there is one case. What should be done when we reach the length is equal to 0? I think I need to return true. Okay, this is correct. I need to return true when we are done. If field length pair index is equal to 0, then need to put no. I don't think I need to put extra logic. Let me go back. Let me see anything else need more tests. I want. I don't know to do that. And then submit your serial test. Come on. Okay, so should I just do the testing part as well? I think I should be running the test as well. Let me check cd into cmd internal where I am request cmd request. I think no, I don't remember actually where am I. Cd into internal request, and here it is no header. Okay, go run test. Go test. Test fail. Undefined new header. What? So we don't have function new header here. Why is that? I think I need to create a new function. How should I create it first of all? Let's go. So we have a new header in test case. Okay, what is it doing? It is just creating the header object. Okay, let's create a new function. Function new headers, which is going to create a headers. Yes, headers. Okay, return something like yes headers. I think now it should be running. Okay, so we are failing somewhere. And what is the issue? Receive unexpected error, invalid header length host. Why? Let me go back. I have to check the test actually. So we are reading this host and required no error. Yes, of course. Header not equal, and the host correct host equal to this, and mm, I don't see any issue. Request pass line. I'm failing at header test go 15. I'm failing at 15. Invalid header length host invalid header line. Okay, so host slash Why we are getting header length as an invalid 15 number, 15 number. Okay, so we are filling here. No error. Am I receiving some kind of error? That is parser. 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 Let me print this out first of all. Think. Do I receive everything here? Let me print fmt.print length and key value. I think this looks correct. Let me check again. Run this again. So what am I receiving? Okay, so I'm not able to reach that place. Come on. Let me go up a little bit and I think, am I able to find the index? Read length and proper. Okay, let me check here. Control N. This again. Okay, so I'm having a proper line. Okay, so we have a two columns, two columns in our header length. Okay, so I should break this into two parts. It might be breaking this into four part now. That's why it is creating error, I think. I can do this by simply using n, proper n, and make sure it has a 2. Now let me check again. Yes, I knew that this was the problem. And we are able to clear this round without any issue, I think. Okay, done with this. Let me go into our documentation as well. Okay, done with this one part. Constraint, we have got our header passing mostly working, but we are actually not being strict as should be matched with RFC. Let's fix this. Ever wonder why there is usually a get method in on a header object to get a header value? It is because they are drain key, not necessarily value or a key sensitive. If you use the hash map directly, if you use the hash map, so why we have a get method in a header? Get method on a header object to get a header value. Okay, it is because these darned key not necessary value are case sensitive. Okay, so if you use the hash map directly, you will be have to account for the content length. If you use hash map directly, you have to account for the content length, and the content length might not be the same as well. Okay, so if you directly use the constant length and uh, I think camel case, this is how it is set: camel case constant length, camel case constant length, or simply constant length, then both are going to kind of create a similar value. Our our key name, our field name is insensitive. I think that is why we have to use get method. Increased definers can be spread across multiple RSC. Field name has explicit definition of token as defined. Okay, so field name, a field name label that corresponding field value are having semantic defined. Okay, so come on. So our field name can only be contain these kind of values. Only contain, okay, in other words, field name must contain only uppercase, lettercase, lowercase, and digital and special character. Okay, so I got it. and at least a length of one. At least a length of one. Update it. Okay, so update your test to include some capital letter in the header key and be sure that the account for the resulting map key value to be lowest cost. Okay, add the test with the invalid character in to the header. Okay, update the pass method. Always lowercase key before adding it to the and return the error if the key contain invalid characters. So I need to key checker. I need another function which going to check the key. So I'm going to write here function key checker key field name checker and the field name checker verify verify I think yes. What should I return? What should I put here? String should be the case. Let me name and string I think boolean and okay. So what should I do? I should loop over the field name. Okay, so let me character. I write character. So ch is much better than c. Range over the name. Okay, and I'm going to use switch cases. So switch cases. Okay. So let's go switch ch and case. Okay, can I write like this? Case ch supposed to be greater than equal to capital A and can I write the condition here? And so I need to continue and can I convert ch on type boolean value to the type run? Uh, Okay, I can't do this. I can't write the switch cases. I'm going to write if cases then. If okay, so I'm going to write this one and I'm going to continue. Shh. If it is between this, I'm going to continue. Let me correct this. And another little if case. Should I write this? And I think if it is greater than I need this, okay? Or 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 ch is smaller, ch is greater than this one, okay? I think should check this one underscore. So I'm not going to put underscore here right now. I'm going to remove this part. This part and I'm going to write if ch is greater than equal to 0 and ch is smaller than and equal to 9. I'm fine with that. And continue the loop. Also if let me go here and let me copy this one and I'm going to go here. So how should I do this? I'm going to paste here and I'm going to remove dash with ch equal to how should I do this? No, this is not how I should do this. If I need to change this, I need to grab it. Whatever I'm going to capture the value after this. So I'm going to lightly dot correct. And come on. I think this is how it should be done. Again, the last one. I should not be putting this. It should be going like one character, I think. Not everything I need. I need one character. One, and need to close this as well. Yes, I need to clear this. Not one, I need to, I think two. Two, yes. I need to replace two. Okay. So I've captured the value, and I need to make it like ch equal to slash I slash one. How should I do this? Okay, so I think I need to make sure it's one, and let me space it out. How should I write for space? Just like this, not like this. I don't remember. How should I do this? Okay, let's work out. Okay, ch equal to 1, and put this one here. Sorry, I need to put 2 here, character 2, and do it everywhere. Okay, and global, and sorry, C, and I need to do this. Come on. I think this looks okay. Sorry about this. Yes. I need to go undo it, and let me check the code again. And I need to make sure I put and here. Should I put and or? If it is equal to this, I'm fine with it. Or I think I should put it equal to okay. I think this looks correct to me. Let me remove. Okay, so I need to again change equal to y equal to exclamation and or. Okay, so I'm done with this. Let me remove all the space part. I don't know how should I remove this one. Come on. Okay, so I hate the repeating things. Can I search for the space? I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to do this and continue. Okay, so let's see invalid operator, where I'm finding the invalid operator. If ch equal to this, I'm going to find with this, and all condition looks fine. And okay, I'm sorry, I need to compare the byte. Okay, of course I need to compare the character, so I need to remove s equal with this g. Okay, now I need to see what I'm doing, this part. Then otherwise just return false. Okay, and everything is fine, then return true. So I'm going to first of all validate it. Okay, so two things I need to do. First of all, validate the key. Next, okay, so there is one problem. Should I check it first whether my thing is working or not, my test is working or not? Should I add new example? I think, okay, I think I should add the new examples. No, we already have this one. Space character between this. If I do this and if I try to run this again, what will I get? Failed. Error is expected but got nil. Why is that? There's supposed to be error of space between. So I think this is working. We are getting error here. Yes. I think I should can print the error as well if I need to. Error. And let me check again. Okay, so I can't print the error. To get a problem. Assert. So when I'm testing something, I can't print something if it is getting the okay result. If any of you guys know how to check for the output when we are passing the test, see the test. I think there is one way to do this, and I'm going to check it. So this one is going to produce the field name error. I think I'm going to print it. Trailing space. Okay. Let me. I think the print is not going to be happening. Yes. I have no idea how to print that thing. Okay, let me add the checker now. If a string key and this, I'm going to check here. So field frame checker, verify. What is that? Key. Okay, come on. This one is a function which I am working on, and I'm going to print here and key. Okay, if then false and an invalid field name, because this one is correct. So I cannot use the key value as it is not a string. of course, string. And we are done here. And one thing I also don't want to do, I want to do convert this in the lower space, lowercase as well. How should I do this? Dot lowercase to lower. Because there is a function for everything in a whole language. To layer bytes, bytes, bytes dot to lower, and we are going to, okay, let me check the, first of all, define return the role where return the copy of the byte slice as with all Unicode letter map toward the lower cases, of course. So I'm done with this pass, and I need to check it now. Let me check it. I think he must have given me some checker. I don't know how to write the test cases, but I think I can try. Let me copy this one and go back and test for invalid field name, I think. And I'm going to put come on, I think I should copy this again. Copy this again, and okay, so come on. Okay, I think this should produce the error because there is a issue here. Okay, run this. Okay, I can run this. Failed. Request field name named host. Invalid field name. Invalid field name host. So there is a issue, and okay, so I got the issue. What is the issue here? The problem is that I'm not invalid field name. 15 number in the 15 place. Okay, 15. So we got the error here actually. Oh, because it is also wonderful. It is actually asking to find capital H host, which is not getting stored in our header map. So I need to write a new function for this to get a header actually. So I'm going to write header. Let me add. I think I should move this one to move up a little bit. Okay, and need to write a function header H header. Okay, of course, headers cat key string and how should I do this? So if well and okay, cool, H key. So this is how we should do. If okay is fine, I'm going to return value. Okay, otherwise I'm going to return some kind of error. So let's add error here as well. Error. Okay, and I'm going to return and okay. Okay, H key. S- I should not return error actually. There is no error when we accessing the value. The only thing it is going to return is whether value exists or not. Okay, so I think BW boolean is fine, and I'm going to do okay return, and I'm going to write here as well. Okay, okay. Boolean is okay. Is going to be boolean. Mm, what should I do? False. I think return. Yes. Let's go here, and I need to change this to dot get method. I'm going to okay, value string type. Whatever value header gets, get host value of type string. But okay, sorry about this. What is the issue? Key string types. Okay, so it is going to return two values now. So what should we do? Let me go. What should I return this? Value, okay. Yes, and I'm going to return the capital value. I think this should be okay. We are not used, of course. Let me check whether my program is running now or not. Okay, undefined value request invalid field name host. Invalid field name host. How is this possible? Receive unexpected error at a 15 place. Invalid field name host. Invalid field name host. Okay, sorry. I should have first of all lower the case. So I'm still searching in the same way, no? I think key lower, and I'm going to go. Byte has a function which to lower lowers, and I'm going to don't use bytes. I'm going to put string. Okay, and I'm going to put here to layer. I think there is a function strings. So strings here. I think a string the string to very undefined type string has no field or method lower. Where is strings? I think string is not defined. String strings to lower. This looks correct to me. Strings, yeah, of course, strings to lower. And I'm going to keys. Lower key, yeah. And I'm going to write the lower key. My lower. So to lower is fine. Lower key is okay. And there is one issue I'm facing here. Let me run again. host. The thing is that it is happening again. So I'm here. I'm putting string too lower, too lower. Okay, let me print again. Sorry, fmt.println. Let me print this. What's happening? Too lower, too lower. fmt.print. Okay, let me run this again. So what we are getting here. So I'm not able to print it actually. Receive field name host. Receive unaccepted error. So invalid name host. Invalid name host. If I go back, so I'm getting the value get host. ln. If I do this, so I'm getting host local is fine. Invalid header name, invalid field name. I'm getting the error of invalid field name actually. Has suffix is getting the issue. Okay, host is fine. Let me print the key first of all. What is the key I'm facing? Print I think key equal to string. Okay. Let's run this again. So what key I'm getting? Yes, I'm getting the proper key. So why it is showing me the error of invalid field name? Invalid field name. Okay, so I think there is an issue here. Invalid field name verified. Deverified. If I write this and if I run this again, I will get okay. So this is the issue. The function is creating the issue actually. And let me check this again. String trim space, because it is not going to kill. Okay, so now we are checking the character. So if I range over the name field, what will happen? Okay, let me check range over text in Go language. Okay, if I text over it, number, no, not that. Yes, sorry. So at the first we got the index and then we think we'll get the index square run value. So I think this is correct. So if character is greater than capital A and character is more than character Z, then I'm fine. Continue. Or character is greater than A, small capital, and fine. So where is the issue? If character is greater than 0 or equal to, okay. If character is equal to I, so everything looks fine to me. Which one is creating the issue? fmt.println ch character ch ch. Sorry about that. I can't. How should I convert this? Let me convert this to interesting if it's possible. Okay, HOST. Host is fine. Byte.prim space key to lowercase byte.lowercase. I'm sorry. So there is an issue here. Actually, I need to write here. If it is not true, if it is not valid, verified, then I have to return the error now. So let's go up a little bit and I need to read all this. Uh, did I put anything else? Yes. I think now I should be correcting. Yes. Of course. Of course, this is my issue. Skill issue. I have a skill issue. So we are done with this one part as well. And we have done everything he asked for and we are done here. Okay, so let's move to the next part. So we have one more bugs in our implementation. Uh, to new web developers, this can be as a shock, but it actually perfectly valid to have multiple value for a single header key. Cool. For example, this is perfectly valid. The the way we should handle this case is to combine the value into a single string separated by comma. Okay, so I have to check it before putting it now. So I think I should write another function to put set. Let's have a set key string 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 and value string. So I need to check it before. How should I do this? Okay, so if the value and okay is equal to h key, if it already present, what expected one, sorry, if okay sorry about this. I need to assign the variable first of all. If it is okay, already present, then I need to add the value. So h key is going to be equal to fmt dot sprintf. Yes, Sprintf sprint dot sprint. If I think sprintf just add the way you want the string to be. Okay, so we can check this out. Actually, we can run the definition. Is printf format according to the format specified and return the resulting string. Okay, at the end I to result the string. So I need to like this. I need to write combine those values. This is what is saying. This is how you need to write it. Okay. So I'm going to go back and write. What should I put first? I think I should put value first. Then I'm going to put and new. I need a new value. New value. Okay. I'm going to put new value here. New value. And with this, and if it is not the case, as I just need to put h key new value here. Okay. I think this I'm done with this one. Go back and we have to set function dot set. Okay, done with this. H dot set function is going to no. Okay, string dot key, not enough argument to call set function. Okay, of course. Okay, let me get this out. Okay, before new line is argument listed. Okay, set key string. Okay, there is one bracket need to be added. Okay, we are done with this. I think there must be some kind of a test cases to test it out now. No, we don't have. Let me add my own test case here. Come on, Control N. Let me copy this one. How should I copy this? Okay, let's go down a little bit, and I'm going to write a new header. Go no new variable left side of them. Come on, some kind of a mistake I'm doing, and I'm going to. I think I'm going to put new thing here. How should I do this? Let me copy this one by one. Copy here and paste here. Go is fine. And again, next one. Set person. I'm going to copy this one as well. And let me check. Go here again. What is happening? Okay, done with this, and we are done with this. No new variable at all left side of a. Okay. Got it. Add a header compiler. Is there issue? Yes. And we have got the header as well, and I'm going to copy this one first of all. I'm going to put this one here, and I'm going to add another one, and this one is also going to be this. Okay, now the reading length is the problem. So how much I'm reading it? So I have no idea how much I'm reading it. So I'm going to just comment this out, okay? And let me check if I run again, will it give me the error? Okay, so there is a error field. What is happening? Why am I still printing this thing? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Where did I put it? FMT. Yes, here. Sorry about this. Let me run this again. Oh, I don't need to run this again. Expected actually got this. Okay, there is a issue. I have to call this function multiple time. That I can verify it. Okay, so I think in this case should be for the next time. Okay, so I think I'm going to comment this out actually and check it again, and my test should work. Okay, we are fine with this. Let me move to the next one. You already exist in my before inserted, it does not appear. Okay, I think this case should be in the next way. As our test was passing, now let's hook it to the state machine and watch it pass the full set of a header. Back in the request package, we are going to update r.request parser method to pass the header in addition to the request line. Let's start with some new test case. Create a new test function. This only will focus on the passing a header correctly. Here are the couple of test cases. Okay, so I need to put this test cases into my request. So now we are going to pass the header in my request file void. Let me go back, and I'm going to go into our ref request go file, our request test file. Okay, and I'm going to add put this one. Come on. I think we already have this, and I think we already have this as well. No, I think I should just remove this one, and we have a headers as well. Let's go back down a little bit, and we have a header now. Good, I think this function should work. Uh, no. Yes, so I need to import something. GRA and sleep the package, this browse document for the package testing. I need to import header. So I think I can import the header in my request file. So request go file. Okay. So I think should I import this here? I need to import this. Okay, so me HTTP and internal headers. Yes. Okay. Let me read some document. Create a new test function which will focus on passing the header correctly. Here's a couple of test cases. Add some more cases to your own edge cases header here. Add the same name of the standard empty header for blah blah blah. Add a new request per state passing header in our enum of the state. Okay, in a r.request parser method, when you are done passing the request line, switch to the new request parsing header instead of done request state. Okay, in the r.parsing method, when in the request parsing header state pass the header. Okay, this is a big change here that can be tricky. Passing the header may need to happen successfully multiple time, unlike the request line which we always pass in a one go. This is also true if the request body, which will cover the later. So because both of the header and the body will need to support the multiple passing for each reader, I did a little refactor. I did not change my pass method function, but I did move a lot of functionality to the newly method.pass. Can now keep the track of total byte and then start a loop. Come on. Parsing. Okay, so what I need to do, first of all, I need to add headers here. In my request, I need to add headers, headers. Special type actually, headers, okay, dot headers, yes. Okay, so this is done, and when I'm creating a new request, let me go down a little bit. I'm going to initialize the header as well here. Headers of new header. Okay, this is the function which I have created to store header. Okay, so we have a header now. I just need to call it. Let me go here. Let me go here, and I'm going to write header state. Header pass state equal to headers. Okay. Okay, so we are here now. I'm not going to be going into the done cases. I'm going to go into the header cases. And headers, okay. Headers. So first of all, I need to go into the header cases. So I'm not going to here. I'm going to go here. Let's copy this one and copy. Okay, header state. So I need to pass that part. So how should I do this? Okay, let me check. request pass method, when you are doing passing the request, I switch to the new request, okay, instead of done state. In a RDOS pass method, which is a request passing state, pass the header. It is a big change here, that can be tricky. Passing the header may need to happen successfully multiple time, unlike the request line, which we always parse in a one go. This is also true for the request body, which we'll cover later. So because both the header and the body will need to be support multiple parser for each read, I did a little of refactor. So I think if, for example, I am done with the request line, okay, so I'm reading the header now. Read length, sorry, header length, header length, headers. Well, it is not going to be header, I think. Header length, and done an error, okay. And I'm going to create error dot which is request headers. Is it? I'm going to make this sure it is small. Header, and let me go here. Header header headers dot pass function, which is going to add data. Well, I don't need to read from 0. So I'm always initializing the read actually. So if somehow both header and the request lines come in a single go, okay, so I think it's going to pass. For example, if agar header length request line or header, one of the value of header key value pair come together, then I think read will be beneficial. Because for example, I'm done with the read length request line, so I need to move to the header line. Okay, so I need to read the data from read actually. Okay, isn't it? And why it is showing me the error? First of all, I need declare and not used, of course. So if I remove, if error exists, what should I do? I should just return 0 and error. Okay, okay, done with this. And so one thing I also need to do, if we are done, if done, when done, I need to move the state dot state equal to done. Okay, done. And if header length, I need to return this one as well. If I'm done with, so in that one, we are not returning any error if we are not able to find the registers nurse, which is happening in everywhere. Okay, so this one is fine actually. But if we are done, then I need to move the state to the done state, and it is automatically going to move to this one. Okay, r dot state So one confusion I have, will it move if my compiler reach at this stage, will it going to move to the next code, or will it move to the next case, or will it move to the next code line, next statement, for example? What will happen? So I think it is not going to move to the next case. Okay, so I need to return something. Return, return. If I'm done, I'm going to return 0 and nil. I think I'm going to do that. Already read it. Okay, so now I need to read add read equal to header length, header line. I'm going to return this one. And so I don't know why it is still giving me the error. Dot headers, or is it headers or header? Header. Okay, sorry about this. And I need to convert this one to, come on. Sorry, I need to make sure it's capital actually. And so I need to remove the state as well. State, I think I should. Come on, I think it should be smaller. The smaller letter is perfect. What should I do? I think I should make state. State. Headers, and I think there should be also a state. Okay, what is this? State and header. I don't know, what should I do? Should I write state as a state? Somehow I feel like I should convert this into the small, not, I should not use the capital letter. I should. I think I should. Let me make sure I'm putting this everywhere. Header, and I'm going to put request here. Okay, and let me, I shall not be doing this. Okay, looks correct to me. Let me case sensitive. So this function is going to be called by TCP machine now. So TCP, so I think TCP main function, and we are having some issue here. I should have written like request length. Come on, request line undefined. Why is that? Mm, this line is correct. This line. What is the issue now? Undefined. Why it is still showing up? GRD. If I go back and request, I'm creating the request. Okay. Request function, and I'm putting the request line request. It is correct. Let me check again. TCP main. And what is this request? This should be the case. No. TCP. I have no idea why it is still giving me this error. Request line. Okay, I think I should check the test cases as well. Okay, header. What we were doing here? Not header, request test. Okay, so we were like writing request line instead of that. Of course, and the header is capital as well, so I think I should go back and GD header, no, request. I think the initial one was correct actually. I did the mistake here. I should convert this one as well into state instead of using this thing. State. What? State as well. It should be uniform actually. That's the problem with the code. It is not uniform everywhere, which I don't like at all. And state. All the member value, or I think. Okay, so everything looks correct now. Yes, done with this. Let's complete the header part. Header length, we are increasing the header read, and I think I should also add CRLF as well. Plus, so no, I should not do this. So we are already receiving the header length with addition of CRLF now. Okay. So if we are done, then we are returning this. Otherwise, we are just adding the parser. Okay. So I think that should work. Let's check. Anything else I need to do? I did not change any my parser signature, but I did move a lot of functionality to the new method parser to keep the track of the byte and then start at loop. Okay, again, I'm doing this because the header parsing may need to happen multiple times for the same chunk of data, because we can't have a multiple header in the same chunk. So I moved the switch case logic to the handle. I don't know what. When you are doing parsing all the headers, set the state to the request state done, and return the total number of byte pass You just keep before. Okay, let me check my test case is working or not. Okay, let's go into there, and I need to make sure I remove this one here, and I'm going to add this one from this one file into my harpoon, which is cool. And there is another file, request a test file. I need to put this into harpoon. Okay, so now I can move to the fore and front, go back and do everything here. So I need to change here something, value and slash. Okay, so this is working, and I think daw value, if I write it like this, I should copy this one as well. And now I just need to remove this one, and daw value. Okay, correct. Curl one. We are done with this one as well. Now I need to make sure this one also get accepted. So copy this one part where, okay, there is one mistake I'm doing. I think I need to put user agent here. Okay, let me copy this one, and I'm going to user agent here. Okay, now I need to put something except here, and I'm going to remove this one, really value. I think this should work. Now I should be able to clear all the test cases. Okay, let me check this out. CD backpack, and now I'm going to go into request, cd into request ls, go run test, go test. Yes. So what is happening? So I'm in a test file. Okay, so I'm running the test of a request. Let me do one thing. Let me print out. Should I fmd.print? Let me print this thing. Go back and run this again. So what is happening? My code is not stopping. So I'm in some kind of a loop, I think. And restart. I'm going to string, okay, and yeah, buffer. And I need to convert this into a string, okay, string. Let's see what I'm receiving. So what is happening? let me do one thing. Let me add the break here. Okay, so how to do a break order. I think I can write something like here give break order unspecified statement syntax error. How should I write this then? Tell me. Yes, okay. So what will happen now if I call the function? That is not going to break it. Okay, and I have changed the header. I'm out of the loop now. And I think I'm also going to do this here. Let me check what is happening to just stop it. Okay, almost every time stop it. What happening? I'm missing something. Don't read nil, of course. Okay, let me break here as well. Okay, let me check again what will happen. What is happening? So if I run this function, it will go into who and until who restart host, restart data host, hello, local done false error, header length, okay, of course. It's returning that localhost 4446, and this is done. Data host, this one is done. Now so it is again reading the user agent, which is not a good idea. So what is happening? Reader is getting reader plus 1. I think I should break here. Come on. So I'm able to read the data, and if I reach here, I need to break it. Okay, so let me run this again. Okay, come on. What can I do? Okay, so what is happening? Okay, so the problem is that we are not able to get out of the loop. So if error is equal to nil, which is only going to happen if the error is we get some kind of error. So when I'm reading something, if I'm not able to read the whole field name, so I'm not releasing any kind of error. So this part is not going to make us go out of the loop. Okay, so next, if the done is not false, okay, so if done is true, then only I am going to get out of the loop. Otherwise, that will be impossible actually. Okay, so what should I do? There should be another way to break out of the loop. Okay, so I think this is how we are able to break out of the loop. And the break outer doesn't harm here, I think. And this one is actually pretty okay. Break outer will work here. So I'm done with the request header. And it took a lot of time just to get out of that block. So I'm done with all of this, and I think let's move to the next one, and we are going to complete the header. So let's test our request line and header pass the line will live with the TCP listener, of course. Update your application to the print the header, and let's do this. Go here, and I'm going to go TCP listener, and I'm going to print the header actually. Let me copy this thing. Okay, so this is how it is should be done. And not like last time, I'm going to do like this, and fmt dot print fn. Okay, let's use f and put it a bit. Okay, sorry about this one thing. I should have done this one. And what should I do this here? I'm going to push s, and I should also put here something like n, and that cat host will work. Host will works. Should I print all of them now? I think I'm going to do this, and as it is s and request again, do this again. Come on, let's loop over the header request. Okay, so for key and value and range hover request dot header, headers, and I'm going to print this one here, and I'm going to remove, and so I think I should not be printing here. I'm going to print here key, and here I'm going to print value. Okay, is it good enough? Sorry about this. Key, what was that? Key and key. Okay, this is how it should be printed. Key and value. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to do here as well. Need to remove this, and key and value. Okay, I should be running. Okay, I think this should not create any problem. Let me open the new terminal just to produce a, otherwise I think I can do this in this one. Okay, let me check how to split the ghosty text. Okay, so how to split ghosty terminal, I think. Control Shift L to split the current panel to the right. Split downward. Split L. Control Shift L. Control Shift L. D to close the current focus split. Okay. So let me check. Control Shift L. No. No. Control Shift L is not working. Is it control or command? I don't know. And let me use command as well, which is also not working. Okay, so control L, which is also not working. Okay, so let's leave it this way. Let me create a new terminal. I'm going to create okay, sorry about this. New window, and let me make the text a little bigger. So we are here. I'm done with this part, and I need to run this. Okay, so let's go back, header text, and we'll come here and cd back a little bit. Let me clear this. Okay, cd back as well, compose, paste it, and let's convert the temp, and I think this should be running. Yes, let me curl it out. Okay, copy this one and paste here, curl this out. Let me check what is we got. Restart new vim, blah blah blah. So I think we are able to see what is happening. So the first request line is not printing. Request line is not printing. Okay, let's close this one, and let's go back, and let's see if we got some kind of a header. Yes. So what is this? key listener. Mm. So what is happening? Header text. There is a issue here. I think our function is not working somehow. If I run this cmd terminal, okay, and if I curl this out, restart, I'm receiving. Why is that? Request line is not ending up. Start. So I'm receiving restart. I think I should remove this one. I should remove this one. No, I think it should be the case. And now I think it is going to work. Let me close this server, run this one. I'm not able to see anything. Here we had a text. So nothing is printing out actually. So why is the case? Well, this is the issue. Nothing is printing actually. Let me see what is the issue. Request line, method target, header. Let me see if I comment this out. Will it produce anything? No. Some kind of an issue I think I'm stuck in. Okay, let me check if my functionality is working or not. Go run cd into request, internal request. Okay, go run test, go test. Okay, so my test is working actually fine. Let's read this out. Kill the both program. Your headset files should contain the output of the TCP listener. Okay. Update your application to print the request line and header to the console this format. This format. I've done that. My still is not printing out. Okay, so I'm not able to understand what is the issue. Am I stuck somewhere? So this one is working out. Done as well. And let me cross this out. I have to return something. So what is the issue, brother? I have to return the read. Nothing is working, but I don't get it. Why my thing is not printing out? Okay. fmt dot. Let me. If I'm done, I'm also going to break out again. And then read. I'm going to just print this one. Okay. Start buffer parser. Okay. I'm going to write this one. UWF buffer parser. CR parser. Okay. Let me run this again. Let me call it up. What is happening? 92. What? Buffer parser. WF. Come on. String. Okay. Press string. Let me print this out again. We paste it. So it is able to print everything out. Problem is that leave this one here. Let me do fmt.print print f gd headers reading and okay, what is this? Okay. Hmm. Let me run this again and call this out. I think there's some kind of an issue. Hmm. What should I do? If then, okay, done. So my test cases are getting clear out, but when I try to run this, it is not getting clear out. Why? Okay, so I don't know what is happening. Some kind of issue in this. I think I should let ChatGPT check this out. No idea what is happening. So I am trying to resolve this issue and I have tried to find the problem and I think I have found it. Incomplete field name validation blah blah blah. I don't know what is this. It's been verified. Okay. I think I got some review of my code and it is saying that I should, which is correct actually, I should be putting bracket here for the precedence matter and here as well. And there is one thing I think I lost somewhere. Yes, I should have put low key here instead of putting low low key. Okay, and this is how it should be done actually. Lower key. Okay, I think this is good. And there is one thing which is that I should be putting the length of CRLF as well. Yes, I should be returning this as well so that the last one can be passed as well. Okay, so I don't see anything else. Let me check the chat again. So the single header, okay, done, true, and I have to return the nil. Yes, this one is done. I'm done with the set as well. Yes, of course. Value lower casing is wrong. Okay, so what is this? Value lower casing errors. Header value should not be lowercase. Many header are case sensitive. No, no. I don't see. So, I'm sorry. So I must have done the value as well. I think. Yes. I should not have done this. Yes, bytes. Okay. And now this should works. Let me check again. So yes. Has suffix. The incorporate field name validation. This common say field name cannot have a space between column name, but you have you then do trans space trim space which remove the space anyway. To check this redundant and confusing. Header combine issue ये done हो गया. I've already done this now. Okay, so my header is key. Okay, I'm not trimming it anywhere. Field and actually this is correct. I'm done with this one. The operator issue is also done. And cat lowercase key full lookup set doesn't create the inconsistency. And everything is fine. Okay, let me try this again. Let me try to run this again. Okay, complete. Got it. Oh, still not saying anything. Okay. To reply. So I have already also given this code, the request code to this the break outer loop immediately. This also break immediately. Of course, I want that. Breaks exit the loop after processing one statement transition between the means. If you are initializing this data and successfully pass the request line, you exit immediately without passing the header. Because parser requires multiple set to pass and complete the missing, of course. And bound check missing. May panic if not found. Buffer management shift the unpassed data to the beginning, but if pass length equal to 0, yes, pass data the buffer keep grow with each read until it overflow. So how should I do this? Leaving the print statement, blah blah blah, read buffer, error handling request. If error end of a separate is necessary, improve the suggestions. Initialize request line. I'm not able to understand what is the issue. So program is parsing correctly, but I'm still having some kind of a issue. I don't know what is the problem. Snail. Hmm. How should I debug this? Okay, I think I should remove the break statement somewhere. I need to make sure that it's keep getting in the loop. I can do one thing. Instead of removing this, okay, so if HEAD had a length equal to 0, and I can also return this one, it will just remove the break statement as well. Read length equal, I'm returning the read. Okay, header is 0. There's one problem. So if I move from one state, for example this state, to directly this state, which I mean both I'm containing the request as well as header at the same time, one part of the header field, then I'm going to pass the request line first of all, then I'm going to shift with the for loop, shift read shift to the next header length. Okay, so I'm going to pass that as well, and I'm going to send. This should work as well. Let me do one last resolution of this. Try return in the done state as well. Return read and nil. Okay, and I think I should put this here. Let me check if it's worked. Okay, first of all I need to check if it's passed my test case or not. Where am I? Internals, request, header, sorry, request, okay, go test. Okay, so it is clearing the request, it is clearing the test as well. Now let's go back, try to run this again and Send the request. Okay, now it's working. Let me remove this one. Let me. Anything else? I don't think so. Let me try to run this again. Okay, now everything is working now. So we can check our file, which is hfgad header.txt, and we have everything now. Yes, I should put a space between this. Isn't it? And run it again. Header text.t. Okay, so I want to see what was the issue. What was the issue that was creating the problem? Code bit not reachable. Let's remove this. So I should not have used the break statement because my buffer is very big. For example, if it send the almost like 100 chunk at a time, then it's gonna create a problem. If we're done state, if we are done with this, returning the CRLF as well. I think we are done with this one as well.